Was Malamala Liore Ichtaki, and that was a request from Itiel. Itiel, the things we do for you. Time is 5:39. I'm Howard Feldman. This is your Afternoon with Howard Feldman, and as promised, I am very, very excited to welcome into the studio Toby Tobias. He's a singer and songwriter, originally from Johannesburg, Donata Street apparently, now lives in New York. Quite the change. Rahel, who's an American-Israeli songwriter, definitely not from Johannesburg, if her accent is anything to go by. She's a co-founder of the Healing Light Project and Future Index, band leader of the, you have to pronounce the name of the a cappella grand, I'm sorry, I'm very bad.
Amavevane.
Amavevane, why don't you just say so? That's not difficult at all. He's originally from Zimbabwe and co-founder of the Healing Light Project. So from around the world, here in the studio at Chai FM, welcome everybody.
Welcome. Thanks so much for having us, Howard.
And yeah, of course, logically, the only person who doesn't have a musical instrument is Future, because I'm assuming that's because of the whole a cappella thing. Right. So welcome to Johannesburg. You're now living in New York. That's I'm chatting to Toby, but from Donata Street.
Sure. From Sydenham, grew up around here.
Mm-hmm.
I went to King David from nursery school all the way through high school.
Yeah.
But I was known as Stanley Tobias.
Okay.
And so all the people who are listening, all your listeners, would know Stanley.
Right.
And I changed my name about 10 years ago.
Toby Tobias.
My stage name, as
right.
they say.
And you're a singer-songwriter in New York?
Correct. I've been living in the United States now for 29 years.
Okay, so it's not a fad.
Yeah, and I lived
not a phase you're going through.
Right, not a phase. I went to King David, and after King David, I emigrated to Israel. And I met my American-born wife there, and she took me to America.
Shame on you. All right. And Rahel, tell us, give us a bit of your background.
I grew up in America, in Massachusetts.
Okay.
I went to traveling around the world at age 19, 20, 21, and then ended up in Israel and thought, oh, this is a nice place. I'm just driving a cab in Boston. Who needs that? I'll stay in Israel because we're doing music in Israel. So I stayed in Israel for 22 years, had my 2 kids. One is here today. And then I've been back in America since 1998, each year saying I'm going back to Israel. I think it's going to happen soon. But in the meantime, I'm taking a detour here in South Africa because of Mr. Future Moyo.
All right, so now moving on. You were born in Zimbabwe?
Yes.
All right, where about?
Thank you. I was born in Plumtree.
Blawa,
you know Blawa. I was going to say, okay. I was born in Plumtree, then I spent a lot of time in Blawayo where we were doing this music with Amavevane music group. We were known by the name of White Follows by then.
Right.
Then because we grew up, then we had to transform to be Amavevane. Amavevane means butterflies in English.
Beautiful. It actually sounds like a butterfly, doesn't it?
There we go. Now we got wings. We can fly all over to Israel, everywhere. Okay, cool. I'm happily married, and we relocated with my group to South Africa just to continue to achieve praise and promote the music.
So how did the three of you get together?
You go ahead.
Well, I met, as I knew him then as Stanley, now I know him as Toby, through the music circles, folk music circles in Jerusalem, actually, when Toby was living in Jerusalem. And he invited me to be part of a project that he was doing called the Bob Dylan Review. And that was a stage performance, tribute to Bob Dylan's music.
Amazing.
And that's how we became better friends. We were sort of in the circles at the time, but we became better known to each other then. And so I've known Toby, sorry, you said Stanley, so now it's coming out.
Yeah,
I've known Toby since about in early 80s.
Yep.
Or mid 80s.
Yeah.
Mid 80s, yeah.
So that's the two of you, and the link to Future.
The link to Future is a Facebook connection.
Really?
A Facebook outreach,
amazing.
yeah, and he reached out to me through Facebook, saw that I was a musician, and asked me if I'd like to be doing a musical collaboration. And at first I was kind of taken aback and surprised because we didn't know each other. And after getting to talk to him some more and communicate for the past year, here I am.
That's incredible, because so often if somebody reaches out to you on Facebook, especially somebody from really another continent, other side of the world, you would not even take it seriously. It's amazing that you did, actually.
It's funny because I actually say I don't take Facebook very seriously, But occasionally there's someone very, very nice who I get to meet, and
On
this
the
is the
other side.
case
That's
with Future.
incredible.
So
That's a great story.
This is a really fantastic connection between the two of them. And then a couple of, maybe 6 weeks, 2 months ago, even 3 months ago, Rahel reached out to me and asked me a couple of things about Johannesburg, and she told me about Future.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she would like to go out and play there. Where can she stay? How much does it cost? How do you
is
get
it
around?
safe?
Is it safe?
As I've heard.
I think these are very,
I heard that
very
too.
not unreasonable questions.
And then she started to tell me about what she was going to do.
Mhm.
And then a cousin of mine is getting married tomorrow.
Mhm.
Mazel tov.
yeah, thank you. And we decided to create this this concert around us all being here at
That's
the same
incredible.
time. Yeah.
Will you play something for us?
Sure.
Do you want to go ahead, Toby?
Sure.
Yeah.
So let
you
me just
go
understand this. So obviously you're on your own as well as together.
Correct. Well, so we have. Can I talk to you a little bit about these two concerts
Yes,
that we're
absolutely.
having? We have two concerts that are taking place at 15 Bruce Road in Waverley. The first one is on Thursday night, March the 23rd, and it starts at 7 o'clock. And everyone is invited. It's 125 Rand a ticket.
Right.
And it's going to be a collaboration of all our music together. So we're going to be performing an intimate house concert for the community, and a portion of the donations for that evening are going to go towards Yoga for Alex,
Right.
which was started by a fantastic woman out in Waverley.
Right.
So we figured that we're creating music, and it'll be devoted to a really good cause.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's
As
wonderful.
well as we're bringing in a young 19-year-old boy who does some rap music.
Correct.
We haven't heard him yet. We don't know what he's doing, but he's joined the project as well. And
Exactly.
this is a evening for the Healing Light Project on Thursday night.
Right. His name is Isia King. He's from Alex,
Right.
and he's going to be part of that musical
Brilliant.
celebration.
Okay, so we'll get the details before we wrap up.
Sure.
Just to make sure that everybody knows exactly where to go, how to get tickets, etc.
Correct. And then on Saturday night, I'm
Mhm.
doing a solo show, which I've been performing on the west coast, the east coast of the United States, and it's called Journey from Johannesburg.
Right.
And that is a show that I have been performing. It's a collection of songs and scenes from my life, leaving South Africa, moving to Israel, and then finally settling in New York. And I talk about my life in 11 different scenes, small vignettes about my life, and interspersed with each vignette is an original song of mine connected to
Brilliant.
that vignette.
Awesome. All right, so we'll get details about
Sure,
it.
definitely. Should I,
Yeah, what you going to play for us?
this song, I try and sing songs that are uplifting and of a positive nature. So this one is called Better Days.
Do you want us to join you?
Sure. This is going to be one of
we
the...
had a quick rehearsal yesterday,
Yes. A collaborative
so we'll
song.
try and do something.
Brilliant. I think that's
Sure.
the more spontaneous, the better.
Goes like this. Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. 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 I sing this song cause I want everyone to hear that peace and love in this world is really near. So don't be fooled by what you read in the news. Just make up your mind, you've been given all the clues. Love your fellow man every day. And if you see me walking along the way, just look at me and smile, you'll know what to say. The time will come when we all will understand. Our time on earth is short and we got to take a stand. Love your fellow man every day. The world is moving in a new direction, so take the time and get used to this new vibration. The light of the sun will shine upon you, its reflection wish you all the love and better days. Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. 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 The time will come when we all will realize that everyone is equal in God's eyes. The color in our veins bleeds into one, and I can see the future blazing in the sun. I wish you all the love, I wish you all the love, I wish you all the love and better days. Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, yeah, la 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 la. Oh, yeah, yeah, la 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 la.
That is awesome. Absolutely wonderful. One of our listeners saying, wow, what a lovely song. Other than your live performance, can we get hold of your music anywhere?
Sure. You can learn more about my music at my website, which is called tobytoby.com, and that's Toby with a Y. So doubletoby.com.
All right. And what is the reaction to a South African story on the East Coast?
It has been, if you don't mind me saying, quite fantastic. The way. Well, firstly, I'd like to, if you wouldn't mind, giving a very nice shout out to my good friend in Modi'in, Miss Rolene Marks, for introducing me.
It's a pity we didn't. She's. I mean, she might be listening.
I hope she is, and I thank her so much for putting me in touch with High FM. The show has been received very, very well on the East Coast, because it talks about issues that are pertinent to our society in general. It talks about tolerance, about reaching out to people and bringing them into as human beings.
So it's a universal story. It's not just really about. It's not really just about the South African journey.
Totally not.
Because, many in the East Coast have not heard of Johannesburg, or they think it's a suburb of Connecticut. Rahel, what is your impression of Johannesburg, of South Africa? And it's obviously your first time here, given what we were told earlier.
Yes. And I love the weather. We left one day after a blizzard, so I'm very happy to be here in the sun. And it's to tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised with the gated communities.
I think it's quite shocking to a lot of our visitors. It takes time to adjust to that.
Yeah, and I haven't. We've been mostly rehearsing, so I haven't seen a lot of South Africa yet. But we will be doing that towards the end of the week.
Right, and are you going to be travelling down to Cape Town at all this trip?
No. We're actually leaving on Sunday, so it's a very quick
that's
trip.
A pity. Right.
Yeah.
And Future, you've lived in Johannesburg for how long?
This is my 7th year.
Okay, so this is home.
This is home away from home.
Do you go back to Zimbabwe a lot?
Yes, maybe 4 times a year.
Right.
Zimbabwe is a beautiful country.
It is a beautiful country, especially.
Just a man's throw.
It really is. It's very close, indeed. Not without its challenges, though.
Yes.
And your music, your music is here in Johannesburg. Who do you generally perform to? What's the type of audience?
Cool. Our music we perform for everyone. You know, we believe that most people, or should I say this first, we were inspired by the groups like the Ladysmith, Black Mambazo.
Okay.
So our music is just some vocals, no instruments, until and unless we get some people like collaborating. People bring guitars like the Toby Tobias and Rahel. Yeah. So we perform for everyone, but mentioning our big fans is first is our families, our brothers, our neighborhood. Right. Everybody loves our music.
How many of you are in the group?
Yeah, it's a 12-member group.
12? It's a big group. Yeah. It's a big group. And how often do you practice? How often do you get together?
Cool. Now, to be honest, rehearsals is a bit challenging because here in South Africa, we're not doing music like full time for now. Because of the challenges, we got to pay our bills, we got to provide our families with something. So only we rehearse once a week on Mondays. Right. But we're hoping and praying that one day this thing will be permanent.
So if somebody wanted to hear your music or get hold of you, maybe to perform it, how would they do that? Where would they get that information?
Thank you very much. We haven't done a lot of recordings, like successful. And the best way to connect to us is most people have connected to us through our Facebook page, which is Amavevane.
Amavevane, right.
Amavevane.
So we're going to put that on my Facebook page,
That'd
which
be
is
nice.
the Your Afternoon with Howard Feldman Facebook page,
Thank you so much.
people will be able to see the name there and link to your Facebook page. So if you want to have a look at that, and if you want to support local music, which I think is so important to do, especially a cappella. Look, I'm a massive fan of a cappella, and I think it's just got so much soul.
Still to add there, there's a local TV station called Ugubulwami. I'm sure it's KZN based, so we have been appearing on that local TV.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
People know us as Waiting for Los Amavevane
Right.
because we just changed the name, and some people are still getting it difficult to adjust.
Right.
But the reason for change is the one that I mentioned earlier, that we are transforming because we are growing now. We are now butterflies, so that we can fly all over the world.
Absolutely right. And Rahel, your music on without these two characters?
It's singer-songwriter, influenced by everywhere I've been and the music that I've heard. And Israel is basically a melting pot of the world cultures, so I think I'm very much American-based, but also with the influences of the Middle East and jazz and everything else. So I call it Acoustic Breezes.
So is there a strong Middle Eastern influence when you are performing back in the United States?
Well, I think I'm just a folk singer, but when I present it to people, they say, you're not a folk musician. So I guess I come under worlds, but although to me it sounds still like basic folk music, so I don't really know how to label it, to tell you the truth.
Labeling
We can
music
play some of it, and
Yeah, I was
maybe
going to
you'll
say we
tell
are
us.
going to run out of time. We've got 4 minutes left. I want you to before you play us out, I want you to just give us details again
Sure.
as to how people can find out about it.
Yes, sure. The best place to find would be on my website called tobytoby.com. But if you're interested in coming to the show, please email me at toby@tobytoby.com. I know it's a little confusing, but that's 3 times Toby. Toby@tobytoby.com. I'll get that message, and just tell me how many people would like to come both to the show on Thursday the 23rd and Saturday the 25th. 2 separate shows. The first one is the Healing Light Project, and the second one is Journey from Johannesburg.
you can find the Healing Light Project and information about other shows that we're doing this week at the Healing Light Project .weebly, that's WEEBLY.com. The Healing Light
And
Project.
they can get more information as to
Yeah.
the details. Right, at 5:57, we are probably going to run out of time. It's at that point that I say, hey, you have a very, very good evening, and we won't be with you tomorrow. We have got some pre-records we'll be playing during this time. Otherwise, I'm going to be back for your afternoon with Howard Feldman with me on Wednesday. So it's Wednesday at 4:00.
Kuqaleni uNkulunkulu wadala izulu umhlaba.
Before the mountains were born, before you set forth the earth and the inhabited world, before the mountains
wishing you guys all the luck, and I hope that you get the audiences here, because it's really beautiful, and it's very, very different, very unusual, very different.
We are trying to combine the three cultures, the three languages, everything. We're bringing people together with people.
Absolutely, absolutely wonderful. There we leave it. Time is 6 o'clock. We're going to go to Hilton with your news. You have a fantastic evening. Enjoy Human Rights Day. Make it count. Give it some thought as to what, in fact, it's all about. And try and relax as much as you possibly can. At 6 o'clock, here's your news with Hilton.